And as Equal Education, we are entirely opposed to the notion that schools should be closed due to underperformance. The imperative has to be integration in our schools. That we cannot return to a situation where we're saying that learners from African townships must go back, as has been said to some of the schools, must go back to their schools in their communities. We know that this has got to do with our history, but we also know that this has got to do with the perpetuation of inequality today. We need to know what the Department of Education is doing to support learners and support teachers in our poor and working class schools.
Our school is a high school for grade 8 to 12 learners of about 310 kids, and in April of this year it was intimated to us by the district that they intend closing the school at the end of the year. They cited reasons. Basically they said our performance academically, grade 12, grade 8 to 11, and our dropout rate. They said those were reasons they were going to look at closure. We certainly would take issue with the fact that we're not underperforming when you look at our grade 12 results. If you look at our grade 8 to 11 results, they compare with at least 80 high schools in the Western Cape. One unlisted reasons for the school to be closed by the department is the fact that the school is not on department land, and the fact that the Anglican Church owns the land basically means that the department is paying 10,150 Rand a month to rent the property.
Considering that we're in Youth Month right now, you know, as a nation we should be celebrating youth, but the MEC, it seems that he doesn't even consider something like that. He wants to close 27 schools down. You're closing a generation down. What are you doing for the youth? You know, what are we saying as a nation to our youth? We are supposed to be, you know, working together to develop that youth for the future. The department is saying that we are an underperforming school, and if you look at our statistics, it's clear that we are not an underperforming school. So it doesn't make sense. It's dishonest. I think that they're not being very transparent with us. I think that it might be another issue. You know, we suspect that, but we don't know for sure. The majority of our kids are African children from the townships. That's the reality of what we have in our school. If you look at the other schools that are closing as well, they are, you know, township schools. They are in under-resourced kind of communities. It's such a negative message that it sends, because you are displacing a child. You are telling them, you know, go back to where you come from. You can't be here. You can't have this right to an education. You can't have what other people have. And it's unfair on a child. It's unfair because they deserve a good quality education.
Most of our friends in the township now are not in school because they're running away from their other rivals, things like that. Now we're still in school, we're safe. When if the school closes, we'll be forced, most of us will be forced to go back there, and we don't want to live that life.
The kind of kids that we get and where they come from, they are generally more expressive than others, so they thrive in the arts. They can seriously pursue a career in the arts. They can become the next designers, they can become the next, you know, actors, they can become the next dancers of South Africa. And you take that away from them, and what do they have?
Phupha lami ngokubona beyi-actor yabo kwenza uphuma abo kwezisigela nje ubanza ngibona i-opportunity yami ingavule kanjani wali beyi-actor because isisikolo saziyo sine-drama, so kwenzeka kwesinye ngoku ndiyabo zoyifumana apha idrama kwi-township zinqabile isikolo ezinedrama. Kwephupha lami ndizifeze yabo ndizawufunda kwesinye isikolo esingenayo idrama, sezi isikolo endisaziyo sinedrama e-right.
The battle is on. where the school community are saying no to the department, and the department wants to close us, and we are saying no, they cannot close us.
If they must close the school down, they will take you out and put you back into townships.
We've got support from a group called Equal Education. Now we have a law centre where we're going to look at taking the department to court.
All need to stand together to keep Zonnebloem open. We do not want the school to close.